got me up at 6:52 a.m. cooking, not breakfast. Sleeves out the way. I do not like having long sleeves when cooking. I keep putting them up, but they keep falling down. They're so crisp. Yes, I have cutting boards. Just rarely grab them. Butter when it's almost done. Penny cans. All right. Gonna put this in the oven. Should I cover it or no? No, I'm not gonna cover it. I don't think I got any tinfoil anyway. I got a piece of onion peel right there I gotta get. To make my own breadcrumbs because I don't have any. But first I'm gonna beat this egg slightly first. A couple of eggs. Grab me a bowl. Of course, one of my penny bowls. This bowl did not look clean. This is why you have to watch when you let your children wash dishes. Look at that. Trust me, I did not ask them to fix me nothing unless I know they're clean. Soleil is learning, so I'm in the middle of teaching her how to wash dishes. But this is why you always rinse your dishes off anyway. No matter if you think they're clean or fresh out the dishwasher or cabinet, you always rinse them out first, because then that's the way you're looking at them. So you're gonna know if it's clean or not. I think this is a new one right here. Sometimes we throw these away. Because at one point I had so many. Don't talk about me. I couldn't find no fork fast enough. So really, you don't want to assault it too bad. Get your charge. You just want to kind of get a like simple battery when beating this egg. Okay. not aggravated battery, all right? That's why I'm able to do this with one hand. That should be good enough. And we need all our yolk. Come on off of there. Well, I'm gonna stick it in the meat anyway. So I gotta put my seasoning, my breadcrumbs, all that in here. Dump it all in at once. I'll get the rest of that in a minute when I put the camera down. What am I gonna crush my croutons? Well, I'm gonna put them in a bag and crush them real quick. I can go ahead and start some of the same seasonings I just did mistake with. It really don't matter. You season your food, whatever you want to season your food with, honey. Remember, I always tell y'all you can't go too bad or mess up with powders. It's the seasoning that you don't want to be heavy with because they have so much salt in them. The powders are straight. That was onion powder and that was paprika. This is accent, throwback, old school, old faithful. Bring out the flavors for everything. African American pepper. Those Italian people and Italy people season. I almost said Al Pacino, but that's Cuban. What am I talking about? I think. Okay, breadcrumbs are next. And then I'm gonna mix this all up. But remember, I'm making my own breadcrumbs. I'm just gonna put these in a bag and crush them up. And I was eating these as a snack. Might as well put them in there. Squeezing the bag, make sure I ain't missing not one. These are so good. Now with these, you want to get aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Okay? Like you trying to do some time. You ain't got nothing to lose. Get that one right down. Not much, so we got a long way to go. I need both hands. Be back after these messages. I'm gonna put holes in it. Steady putting holes. I need these smaller. So it was better with two hands because when I put it down, I had both hands on it and I'm turning it as I'm crushing it. So you want these to be unrecognizable, okay? If they're not unrecognizable, you're probably gonna be acquitted. Because if you can look at these and be like, oh yeah, that was Texas toast. What do they call them? Croutons. I had to get the bag. And that means you can recognize them. Okay. I probably won't need all these. We'll just wrap a handful of them. Put them all in here. And crush them a little more. Dump the whole bag. Might as well, because what I'm going to do with the leftover crumbs. Get these big pieces and eat them. Okay, now I'm about to mix it all up. You don't want to mix it too much, if that makes sense. But sort of, kind of like I did simple battery on the egg and not aggravated battery. Same scenario with mixing this. But I'm going to use my hands real quick. Messy. some. Make little balls. I'm doing it with one hand, so it might look a little funny. With both hands, you know, I can form it better. And then we're gonna put them over here in this glass pan. And I'm gonna sit it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. So I got some that's a little bit too big. I might break those in half, or I might leave them as is. Okay, so they just grab a little bit. So Lay's just got ready for school, and I asked her if she want to make a couple real quick before she go to school. Don't be scared, pick it up. Okay, now put it in your hand, just roll like a ball.
I'm scared because I got no.
No, you rolling it like a sausage. Roll like you trying to make it round. You scared of what?
I got a white t-shirt on.
Oh, okay. That's good. Let me see. Perfect. Those are breadcrumbs that you see sticking out. So I'm gonna have to get the pan. I'm gonna rinse this out, and we're gonna put the ones that you make in a different pan. So I just showed Soleil a good example of problem solving. So I'm trying to put the pan in the sink. And I'm like, she's like, the sink is too big. I think she meant the pan is too big. But she said the sink is too big. And then turned it this way. So problem solving. Ain't that perfume strong? Oh, you gonna put on some of mine that you bought me for Christmas? Go ahead and put that in there. Don't get no Juicy Couture on the meatballs now. He's spraying it with the perfume he bought me for Christmas. Okay, come on, make another one so we can hurry up. Here, go ahead and add this piece. Grab all of it. Don't do it over the sink, so you're gonna drop it on the floor. Grab this little piece in the bowl. There's your daddy waiting on you. Good job.
I'm not gonna wash my hands.
Yes, you gotta wash your hands over here.
Oh.
On this side, you was gonna wash them over the meatballs. I don't know why. It's almost empty.
You don't know they did it right?
No, you gotta wash it first. Y'all always put your hand right up under the water when I give you soap. You rinse it right off. From your wrist and your fingers. Don't go by the meatballs. Hurry up. Get back your hand. You ain't got no soap on the back while you rinsing it. In your fingers. That's it. What's the wrist? With your hand, stop putting it over the meatballs. You keep putting your arm over there on the other side of the sink. Get your hands and rub your hands so they to get all the soap off. In your wrist and arm. There you go. Have a good day at school, darling.
I need to make it.
Have a good day at school. Love you. Love you. You can grab a napkin. You got it? Alright, so now we gotta put these in the fridge for 30 minutes. Oh, my child. Why they be acting special on camera? Like she ain't never washed her hands before. But they do that with the soap, what I was saying. As soon as they put the soap on your hand, go right up under the water. I think all kids do that. It's like you didn't wash your hands, you just rinse the soap right off. Okay, my old man said he want eggs with the steak right now, because this is supposed to be dinner for later. I know it's early in the morning, but I know, y'all know I sleep during the day normally, and I'm up at night, so that's why I'm up making this. So, I was supposed to put the other half of my onion and bell pepper in the meatballs, but I'm gonna still do it when I cook them. It won't be inside the meatballs, of course, because we already rolled them up, but they'll be a part of it, the meal. In the meantime, I'm gonna put these in my Walgreens Ziploc bag that I got buy one get two free, and we are good to go, darling. No need to put the date on it or time or date or content because I'm using this today. And speaking of washing hands, do y'all remember where I get this soap from? I was gonna say comment in the comment section below if you remember, but a lot of y'all probably won't remember because I got this soap about 2 or 3 years ago at CVS on clearance. I believe it was 20 cents. That is how long these lasted. I had so many of them. I had these and I had the refills, but for some reason the refills gotta be different. They look the same with the same packaging and everything, but the refill stinks. This with the pump smells so good, but that refill is stink, baby. It is so stink. But hey, I've been using it and giving some away. I had so many. It probably was less than 20 cents, but I know I cleared the store out, baby. And that's why we like bargains and clearance shopping, because you can be stocked up. So when you got hard times or don't have money or can't afford certain things, go in that stockpile room, baby. And I am out. I think it's like 7:40 something. So they left at 7:44. I'll come back in here about 8:30, maybe longer. I might wait an hour. It ain't gonna hurt for the meatballs to sit in the fridge for an hour when I intended to only do 30 minutes. Depends on if I feel like getting up. I'm finna check on the steak first. All right, looking good and bloody. All right, I might, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and flip it open. I don't need to flip it, but I'm gonna flip it to get some of them, so I can get some of the onions and peppers flavor all over. I'm gonna flip both of them, all of them. All right, so it won't splash everywhere. There you go. And I might keep the juice in here. I might drain it, depending on how my steak looking. Because I don't want it to look boiled or taste boiled. Normally, I don't put that much water in it, just enough to cover the bottom, which it basically is covering the bottom, but yeah. Beautiful. Now let me put my butter on it. Turn this oven off because it will continue to cook even when you turn it off because it's still hot, obviously. I'm not using my avocado oil for this. Do y'all utensil holder get dirty and just have crumbs and all kind of stuff in it? I don't understand it, because if you're putting utensils in it, how is it possible that it's dirty? It's my nerves. I always have to wash it out. Alright, let's get these meatballs. It's only a tad bit of oil in here, so it take long for it to get hot. And we're gonna brown them on both sides. Maybe we could fit one more candle in there. And the ones my baby made. Thank you, Soleil. She's at school now, though. Thank you, Soleil, for making these meatballs for Mommy. That's for us. Alright. Go ahead and get those browned on both sides. No, we're not trying to cook them all the way through right now. We're going to have plenty of time to do that later. I'm just trying to brown them a little bit. Remember, it's not ground beef, so it's turkey. That's why it's a light color. Turn the stove down some, so they do cook all the way through. I had it up kind of high just to heat up the beef. Put these bigger ones in the middle, so it's right over that eye, the burner. Even though I'm not cooking them all the way through right now, but still, those big ones I want to cook them as much as I can before I show y'all the next step. My daughter Alani and I are gonna have to have a long talk because these tongues were not clean. Is that karma? For my tongue not being clean? And saying dirty words? I don't know. I know she was the last one to wash dishes. So we're going to sit these to the side. Now, you know, they are not all the way done. For the people that fast forward and don't listen and don't watch. You're like, those aren't done, even though I've said it several times. But I'm not cooking these all the way through. Yep. We're going to add these back to the pan here in a minute. And I use 2 pans because, this one's more flat, but I like this one, but it's round, so they all would have been on the side and not all the way in the oil like it was here. Now I'm going to get some of my bell peppers and my onions. I'm going to do on both pans. I'm going to just keep it like I was doing it in both pots. Just so I know for sure I got enough room. Yep, now my tongues are really dirty. I was supposed to put my butter in first, and I forgot. But it doesn't matter. As long as it's in there. I got more frozen peppers and onions, but they're frozen. I was trying to thaw them up, but my old man only bought me 1 bell pepper and 1 big onion. I'm gonna go ahead and chop up this other onion real quick. This other half of onion. Because I'm gonna need it. So let's go. We're gonna keep these like this. Put them in the pan just like that. And they'll break apart. I gotta stir them up, they'll break up. Break up the liquor. Basically sauteing with some butter and oil, your leftover oil from your meatballs. Is this eye lower than the other one? Oh no. I don't seem like it. I should have cut that some over the side. It might come on with this eye because look how that butter not melted. Don't go to tripping now. Trash. I say a little bit for you. Mix garlic. I'm gonna put with sea salt and pepper in here with my onions and bell pepper. African American pepper. Garlic in my stick. This is my frozen ones right here that I wanted to add, but oh well. Flour. Chicken broth, or you can use water. Sometimes I use both. All depends. I need to mix that out. And just make yourself some gravy. I try to clean up as I'm cooking and put things away if I have time. But if not, you're not going to do it at the end. I know I still do. I can't cook in a dirty kitchen. I can't leave my kitchen dirty. The stove down on low. Now I just turned it back up to like 2 or 3. And that was hot water from the faucet that I just added in here. Add beef broth if you want the color to be darker. But it's gonna cook down, so I added a little bit more flour to that one. So I'm gonna add a little bit more to this one. And I'm gonna just keep stirring it until your gravy is thick. You don't want it as thick as your thighs, but a little bit before, if that makes sense. A little less thick in your thighs. Okay? I mean, unless you like it like that, whatever floats your boat. If you want it as thick as your thighs and as thick as grits, then go right ahead, baby. Okay. It ain't as thick as I want it. Well, this one is about there, yeah. But it'll thicken up as it cooks. And I'm gonna go ahead and start adding my meatballs back to the gravy so these can finish cooking. Okay. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it do what it do, baby. Might as well use my spoon that got a little flour on it. So go ahead and start coating my meatballs. And you're supposed to cover it and let it simmer. I don't have lids for these pots, so it is what it is. And I don't think I have any more tinfoil like I stated earlier. See, it's already sticking. Keep stirring it. Otherwise, you will burn your gravy. And just taste the gravy. If it needs more salt or seasoning, add it. Because you know, I added water. The broth is really salty already. But if you add water, you might have washed away some of the flavor, so you might have to add more. And that's why you'll get the spoon, get your finger, wipe it on the counter, and taste it. Flavorless. I mean, I could taste like peppers and onions, but I don't taste no seasoning, so I'm about to add some. I should have tasted this one first because it is in a different can, but oh well. It should be about the same because I've been doing some of the same thing. Accent. Mix this out and I'll taste it again. Perfect. Good. This one tastes more like I could taste the garlic a lot. You see the garlic's on my finger. Yeah. I say perfect, but look at me adding more. And voila, turkey meatballs with gravy over some white rice. Let me know what you think. It tastes lovely. Easy, quick, simple meal.